Hello everyone, well it's wash day again, and with washing comes the inevitable job of ironing. And unfortunately my iron's just blown up, so I've just been down to the local high street to my Rumbelow store and purchased a brand new steam and dry iron. It's by a company called Hoover. Let's have a look at it. I'm really excited to try one of these newfangled steam irons because the iron that blew up was just a dry iron and I had to damp it down with a spray or use a damp cloth. But this amazing new Hoover iron is totally new. You put water inside it and it creates steam that helps smooth out the wrinkles of the clothes. It's absolutely revolutionary. And look at this lovely box. That lady's happy with her Hoover. I hope I am. It's made, of course, by Hoover Limited in Perivale, England. And this is model 4554, AC only, 230 to 250 volts. And it's got the mark of safety. I like to see that on electrical appliances. Well, let's have a look. Ooh. Now this was a shop soiled item. I got it a bit cheaper. I asked if they could throw in a free plug as well, so they did give me a free plug to put on the iron. So here's the instructions. So I'll have to look at that so I know how to use my Hoover steam and dry iron. It's very good, all these. Tells you about fabric care and everything. How to use as a dry iron, some hints on ironing, I'll need those. And there's the guarantee there, and this is guaranteed for 1 whole year against mechanical and electrical defects. That's brilliant. So you can take the iron out. Oh yes, it does look a bit shop soiled. I'll give it a little polish before I put the plug on. So here it is. What a swish looking modern appliance. And it's got Hoover's diamond sole plate. And I believe you can remove this part to descale the iron. You can unscrew the diamond and add descaler. So it steams all around the diamond shape and fires out steam through these special steam channels. And of course, like all good irons, we've got a groove either side for when I'm ironing my best shirts. It ensures that I can get the creases out right up next to the buttons. Is there anything else to look at in the box? I'm not sure. Oh, there's a little leaflet here. Speedy, efficient ironing servicing facilities are our aim. And to this end, we have appointed authorised Hoover iron service dealers. In the event of service being required, please take your Hoover steam or dry iron to the dealer from whom it was purchased or where you see this sign. So there's an authorised Hoover iron service. Well, let's hope I don't have to get my Hoover iron serviced. I'm sure it'll give many, many years of fantastic ironing. Well, that's everything in the box, and the salesman at Rumbelow's gave me this Ashley fused plug, and it tells you on here how to wire it up. So there we go. I'll have to attach the plug because of course the electrical appliances don't come with plugs attached. I'll just have to remove this bit of string around the cable. Oh, I'll do all that when I'm not filming this on my moving pictures camera. But here we also have a swing ticket. This is British Electrical Approvals Board confirms to British Standard 3456, the mark of lasting safety. So I feel very safe using this iron. I'm ready to wire up my Hoover iron. So here's the end of the wire with 3 differently coloured leads. We've got a red lead, a green lead and a black lead. And Hoover have provided wiring instructions here, so I better read them before wiring up the plug. This appliance is fitted with a 3-core flexible cord and should only be used with a 3-pin plug for connection to an earthed socket outlet. Connections to plug must be made as follows. Red lead to pin marked L, live or coloured red. Black lead to pin marked N, neutral or coloured black. Green earth lead to long pin marked E, earth or coloured green. Under no circumstances may the green lead be connected to either of the other terminals. If the terminals are unmarked, or if your installation is fitted with 2-pin sockets, consult a qualified electrician before use. If you fit a 13 amp fused plug to BS1363, a 5 amp fuse should be used. The plug should have some means of anchoring the supply cord to prevent strain on the electrical connections. Whatever the method of anchorage, make sure it is used to the best advantage. Hoover Limited, Perivale, Middlesex, England. Well, I think this plug has a 13 amp fuse in it and I don't have a 5 amp fuse at the moment, so I'll have to make do with that. Well, that's my 3-pin 13 amp plug securely wired to the end of the mains lead. But don't forget, make sure you have it checked by a qualified electrician before using your Hoover Steam or dry iron for the first time. So I'm going to ring my local electrician and get him round to check that all my wiring is correct before I continue with this moving picture. But while we're waiting for the electrician, we can look at this lovely iron. It's so up to date and modern for the 1960s. I love this comfortable Bakelite handle and these gay colours, this rich deep burgundy, are really going to make my ironing feel less of a chore and more of a pleasurable experience. This Hoover iron has a nice long lead and also an easy fill spout, so I can take the water. I still can't get over that I'm going to be putting water inside an iron. I've never had an iron before that you put water into it. I don't know how it's going to work. There's a switch here on the top. Off means it's a regular dry iron, that's what I'm used to, but if I want steam for those heavy creases, I can flick that to the on, and now we're going to get steam coming out of the sole plate. And of course, all my modern fabrics are catered for with this easy to use temperature dial. With my new Hoover Steam or dry iron, I can select the correct temperature for all fabrics. So in this position, the iron is off, and then by turning the dial to the dot here, we can iron nylon, rayon, silk, and then we get to the steam setting. We can iron wool, cotton, and the highest temperature for linen. There's a safety sticker on the back of the Hoover Steam or dry iron, and it says, important, after steam ironing, always empty while the iron is still hot and store on heel. Before I fill my Hoover Steam or dry iron with water, I must apologise for the terrible state of my ironing board cover. I meant to pop down to Timothy White's last Saturday to get another one, but inevitably I forgot. So, as I say, I am buying a new one, so I'm terribly sorry, it looks awful. Anyway, we're here to try out my brand new Hoover Steam or dry iron, and the first thing we need to do is put the water in, and this iron will take about 1/3 of a pint of water. Distilled water is really the best. You can buy it from your chemist. You can put tap water in the Hoover Steam or dry iron, but if you do, you may find you have to defur it on a regular basis, especially if you live in a hard water area. Okay then, with the iron switched off and the steam position in the off setting, we can fill the iron. And as I showed you, this is where we fill the iron with water. So let's hope I can get it in. It is quite a small opening. Just pour it in. As I say, about 1/3 of a pint should give you approximately 30 minutes of steam ironing. And of course, if you use the dry setting, you'll get more ironing, but this will give you 30 minutes of steam. It's slowly going into the iron. Don't overfill. I think that will be enough for this demonstration. Before we plug the iron in, I'm going to turn the dial to the steam setting, and I'm going to be ironing some cotton. So I'm going to go past steam onto the cotton setting. Now we're ready to plug the Hoover Steam or dry iron in and wait around 4 minutes for the iron to reach temperature. Well, I think the Hoover Steam or dry iron has reached temperature, but there's no real way of knowing. But I've been told that Hoover scientists are working around the clock at the head office in Perivale to invent an iron with what they're calling a pilot light. So future Hoover irons will have a red or amber light somewhere on the iron itself that will tell you when the iron has reached temperature. So when the iron is hot enough, the red light or amber light will switch off. What an age we're living in. So I've left this iron around 4 minutes. I can feel heat coming out. Let's give it a go. It's so smooth. Of course, I'm using it as a dry iron at the moment, but if I want to activate steam, all I have to do is flick the steam button and just look at all the steam that's coming out of the iron. Can you see all that steam now? Starting to really generate a lot of steam to make short work of the ironing pile. And cleverly, when you put the iron on its heel, the steam automatically stops. What a boon. So I've got my lodger's rather gay shirt here. We're two gay bachelors. That's why I'm having to do my ironing. I don't have a wife at the moment to do all the ironing for me. So we're going to go out to one of the local hot spots, and we need a nice crease in our shirts and trousers. So let's hope that this Hoover iron doesn't destroy this lovely gay shirt. Okay, so I'm on cotton. Steam is activated. Wow. It's so easy to use. It's gliding over the fabric. What a smooth action. This is an absolute boon. I don't know how I did without it. How on earth did I spend all those years ironing with an old-fashioned dry iron? But now I've got the Hoover Steam or dry iron. My life is a lot happier. Look how the special button grooves get right up to the edge of the buttons on either side, ensuring there's no creases left. This is an absolutely fantastic piece of modern ironing equipment. I'm sure when we go out on the town tonight, my lodger and I will certainly be turning some heads, and I'm sure many questions will be asked. How did we get our shirts and trousers so crease-free? And I'll tell them it's thanks to Hoover. Hoover have saved my drudgery. Of course, I own a Hoover Deluxe vacuum cleaner. It's to clean all my home, and I also have the optional cleaning tools, so I can do my picture rails, my furnishings, even my stair carpet. And this shirt was washed in my fabulous Hoover-matic twin tub, but hopefully one day I'll be able to afford one of those newfangled Keymatic fully automatic washing machines. Hoover really do make light work of your chores for the housewife or confirmed bachelors like my lodger and myself. But it is an absolutely fantastic iron, this. I'm so glad I bought it, and of course you can buy it on easy terms at your local electricity board shop or Rumbelow store where I bought mine. But Hoover irons are available all throughout the United Kingdom. Even Wales and Scotland can benefit from the joy a Hoover product can bring to your life. I'm just going to absolutely love ironing now with this fantastic, sleek, modern appliance. There's a crease here. Wow, that's no match for the Hoover Steam or Dry Iron. What an absolute boon. I can't recommend this iron highly enough. Let's just try the collar. I like a stiff collar, don't you? Wow. It's steaming away like a mini steam engine. And the steam makes such a difference to the ironing. I remember my poor old mother. She used to heat up the iron on the fire. But now, with modern electrical appliances, we can do all our ironing in double quick time. I've got some hard-wearing cotton work trousers here to iron, and we do like a razor-sharp crease. Still using the same cotton setting. It's gliding through those creases. Absolutely brilliant. Just marvellous the way this irons fabrics. Well, I don't know if I'm going to go out tonight, to be honest. I just fancy doing a lot more washing and a lot more ironing. That's the way I want to spend my evening, thanks to Hoover and their advanced products. So if you want to be like me and halve the time of your ironing, then visit your local Hoover dealer and take a look at the Hoover Steam or Dry Iron. And of course, any ladies watching, don't forget to take hubby with you to pay for it. Thank you very much for watching this moving picture on the fabulous new Hoover Steam or Dry Iron. Buy one tomorrow. Goodbye for now, and God bless.
What's in this Hoover-matic for you? A free Hoover Steam Iron with every Hoover-matic bought before December the 11th. With Hoover, you get a faster, cleaner wash. And now, a Hoover Steam Iron free with every Hoover-matic.